Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the restrictions which have been reimposed in 3 states of the Northeast India. So what has happened is, to protect the northeastern states from the infiltrators or from foreigners or from outsiders, the decision has been taken by the government that the reimposition of the protected area regime needs to be come back or needs to be reimposed on the 3 states of the Northeast. So we will be talking about what is protected area regime that has been reimposed on the northeastern states. So first of all, about what is protected area regime, then what are the areas which are covered under the PAR, then what are the implications of the protected area regime. In the end, prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is internal security. As we move forward, the news talks about why has the MHA stands for the Ministry of Home Affairs, why has the MHA reimposed restrictions in 3 northeastern states. The important term here is reimposed. Reimposed means something which was in earlier times which was imposed, then it was taken back, and again it has been imposed. So restrictions earlier was there, then they were relaxed, and again they have been reimposed. So the 3 states, northeastern states, the PRA, that is the protected area regime restrictions, has been reimposed. As we move forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida. So the new UPSC hub is Noida, and the IAS GS Foundation Prelims plus Mains course, the first offline batch in English medium, the admissions are open for it. And if you people are traveling by metro, then the nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15, and the address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida. And if you have any query, give us a call at 87501 87501. And apart from the Noida sector, then the Noida, the new batch is starting from 9th of January, and Jaipur, the new batch is starting from 16th of January. And just to give you a glimpse of what has happened in the year 2024, we have come up, or Drishti IAS has come up with a new series, and that is the Recap 2024 series. So we have covered different dimensions in this, be it science and tech, then government schemes, summits, and major judgments, acts. All these things will be covered in the series of the Recap 2024. So you can go and check out this Recap 2024 series. Now coming back to the news, so the Ministry of Home Affairs have reimposed the protected area regime in the 3 states of Northeast, and these 3 states are Manipur, Nagaland, and Mizoram. So Manipur, Nagaland, and Mizoram, if we will look these states on the map of the northeastern India, then we will see that this is Mizoram, then comes Manipur, and this is Nagaland. So Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. Important point in these 3 states are that they are sharing border with each other, and there is one international border, international country with which all these 3 states are sharing border, and that is the Myanmar. So if you will see, Mizoram, Manipur, and Nagaland, all 3 are sharing border with Myanmar, and apart from these 3, then Arunachal Pradesh is also sharing border. Then, and the reimposition of the protected area regime is to restrict and monitor the movement of foreigners across the border. If we will look at the northeastern state, then specifically in the state of Manipur, if we will talk about, then the political instability has been in Manipur since a very long period of time. Especially the Kuki Meitei issue is what is coming up again and again, and also with regard to the political instability in Myanmar is also what is causing a lot of influx of infiltrators from Myanmar into the Indian states of Nagaland, Mizoram, and Manipur. So basically, also to restrict and monitor the movement of foreigners into these areas or into these 3 states of Northeast is why the protected area regime has also been reimposed. Then the foreigners would have to seek prior permission and the protected area permit from the government. So if any foreigner needs to come to the protected areas in the Indian states of, be it Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram or the Nagaland, then the foreigners need to take a PAP, that is the protected area permit. So it is a type of permit which the foreigners need to take from the government, from the state government, or it can be from the central government also, state government also, and any other authority also. And through this permit only they can visit the protected area. Otherwise, the foreigners are not allowed to visit the protected area. Then what becomes important for us is to know that what is a protected area regime. So if protected area regime has been reimposed, what is actually a protected area regime? So the protected area regime was introduced under the Foreigners Protected Area Order 1958, and this order was a part of the Foreigners Act of 1946. Important point that you need to know, that through which act the protected area regime came into being. So that is the Foreigners Act of 1946. Then it was created to regulate the movement of foreigners in sensitive areas near international borders. International borders, as I just told you, that Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland is sharing international border with Myanmar. So to regulate the movement of foreigners through the international border is what is the duty of the protected area regime, that the movement of foreigners in the protected area must be regulated and monitored, and uncontrolled movement of foreigners should not be allowed in the protected areas. Because if the uncontrolled movement of foreigners will be allowed in the protected areas, it will cause harm to the tribal people who are present there, and also to the indigenous people of that state. And this will also cause security concerns in the northeastern states of India, and this might also disturb the demography of that state. Then it applies to regions between the inner line and the international border, primarily areas close to Myanmar in these states. This means that, okay, now see this map again. This is the international border. Okay, now this is the international border, and then there is an inner line, and this inner line has been decided under the, which was the act? It has been decided under the Foreigners Act 1946 and the Foreigners Protected Areas Order, and it says that the protected area regime applies to regions between the inner line and the international border. Now this is the international border which the northeastern states or India is sharing with Myanmar. This is the international border, and then there is an inner line which is present in the bordering states from Jammu Kashmir to Mizoram, and the area which is lying between the inner line, this is the inner line between the inner line and the international border. So this area which is close to the international border, this area is known as the protected area regime. So the area which is lying between the international border and the inner line is what is called the protected area regime, and the movement of the foreigners in this protected area regime is not allowed. The foreigner need to take a protected area permit to visit this protected area. If they do not have the permit, they will not be allowed to visit the protected area, because this protected area is a sensitive area, it is a strategic area and can cause security concerns for the country. Then the objective of the protected area regime is to ensure national security by restricting foreign nationals access to sensitive regions of other country. Then the area that lie between the inner line and the territories occupied by the indigenous tribes are known as the restricted areas. So there is international border, then we understood about the inner line, and then the area between inner line and the international border is the protected area, and apart from the protected area there is one more area, and that is the restricted area. So restricted area is basically the area which is between the inner line and also the area which is occupied by the indigenous communities. So this area can differ from one state to another state. So the area which is between the inner line and the area which is occupied by the indigenous communities is what is called the restricted areas. Like for example, the area of Sikkim, the area of Andaman and Nicobar, that comes under the restricted area. Now let us talk about the areas covered under the protected area regime. So if we will talk about the areas which were before 2010, the areas which were covered under the protected area regime, they were applied to the all of Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and then to the parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. So you need to be careful that in Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir, it is applied in parts, while before 2010, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland, it was applied in complete area. Then 2010, certain relaxations were given, and these relaxations were for Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland, and it allowed foreigners to visit these areas without special permits. So only in 3 places, that is Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland, these restrictions were relaxed and the foreigners were allowed to visit the protected areas without the special permits. But now again in the 2024, the reimposition of the protected area regime has been done, and the protected area access for the foreigners in Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland has now been restricted and prohibited. So it has been reimposed in these states, particularly due to security concerns related to illegal immigration and border management. I hope things are clear. Now, how to obtain a protected area permit? So this protected area permit can be secured from Indian missions, Ministry of Home Affairs, district magistrates, resident commissioners of a state, home commissioners or foreign regional registration office. So these protected area permit, it contains information like what is the name of the person, for what time period the permit has been issued, the permit has been issued in which state. So all this information is present on the protected area permit. Now what are the implications for the protected area permit reimposition? So that is for foreign visitors, special permits and approvals required, potentially discouraging tourism. Now when the foreign tourists will know that the permit is not easily available and they are not allowed to visit the protected area, tourism might decline in these 3 northeastern states. Impact on tourism and development in the sense that if the foreign tourists will not be allowed, then this might discourage FDI also in these states. Then enhanced security. It allows tighter control over foreign movements, addressing illegal migration, which is one of the biggest problems in the bordering states with Myanmar. Then the border control, it strengthens border management, reducing unauthorized cross-border activities as more vigilance will be put on the border states. So this was about the protected area permits. Now in the end of prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. The central government has reimposed the protected area regime in which of the following states of India? Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland or all of the above? An easy one. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.